Hey yo, I want to talk about how Nickelodeon utterly destroyed the Fairly Odd Parents. But this video isn't going to be completely negative. I will give y'all some of the highlights of my Fairly Odd Parents watching experience. The Fairly Odd Parents initially premiered in 2001, I believe, and that could be wrong. I'm not reading off a script. I ain't on Wikipedia right now. I'm just going off of memory. But anywho, back to what I was saying, right? So Fairly Odd Parents, when it first came out, fire. Season 1 came in with a bang. I'm pretty sure we all remember the first couple episodes of Fairly Odd Parents. When Timmy initially first got introduced to Cosmo and Wanda, fire, right? Not even just the first few episodes. The first couple seasons in themselves, you'd be hard-pressed to find a bad episode. Like, come on, look at these episodes, bro. Every single episode here is a classic. No misses yet. Season 2, my personal favorite, no misses. And I wish you would tell me otherwise. And I'm speaking so much on the first couple seasons of the Fairly Odd Parents because at the end of the third or fourth season, I believe, Fairly Odd Parents would drop Channel Chasers. If you're not familiar with Channel Chasers, what are you doing? Channel Chasers is one of the best animated movies of all time. Like, I really recommend you right now, I don't care how old you are, go back and watch Channel Chasers. Like, Channel Chasers was so good. It used so many different art styles. Like, it just felt fresh throughout the whole movie. And no doubt, it had a pretty good story too. Timmy got in trouble for something he didn't do, right? Like, Vicky set him up and he get put on punishment. So Timmy decides that, you know what? I ain't about to deal with this. I'm gonna run away. And he decides to run away into TV. Like, how did they come up with that? Like, that's such a fire idea. And while he's in the television, right, he goes into several different universes. He goes to Scooby-Doo. He goes to Tom and Jerry. He's in Batman. He's in Charlie Brown. Like, he's in mad different shows that you will recognize. Like, that movie was so good. And honestly, I think it should serve as the series finale. And I know a lot of y'all are like, yo, what are you talking about right now? You think Fairly Odd Parents should have only ended after 3 seasons? Honestly, yes. Like, think about this. The ending of the movie, right, basically showed a future version of Timmy and his kids. Like, why show us that if we were never going to get there? Like, it basically was Timmy and his kids repeating the same cycle all over again. So they showed us a possible ending to the show just to have 7 or 8 more seasons afterwards. I don't understand that. And for the people that would say, but that's only 3 seasons. Like, think about all the shows that only had 3 seasons that were good. Like Danny Phantom, Avatar: The Last Airbender. And those are classics. And one of them was made by Butch Hartman, by the way. But just by me saying that the show should have ended after those, 4 seasons, I'm not saying that we should have never seen Fairly Odd Parents again. Because even after Channel Chasers, there were still several different TV movies that Fairly Odd Parents released afterwards. Things like Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, Abracatastrophe, and School's Out the Musical can still be released. But this is the funny thing, right? Fairly Odd Parents actually was canceled in 2006. Jimmy Timmy Power Hour is supposed to stand as the finale for both Jimmy Neutron and the Fairly Odd Parents. And I believe Danny Phantom was even canceled that year as well. Butch Hartman even came out with a long blog post saying how after Jimmy Timmy Power Hour that Fairly Odd Parents was done. And in that same blog post, he basically said that they said the same thing about Danny Phantom. After episode 51 or 52, that would be done as well. So, how did we go from Fairly Odd Parents being canceled after 5 very, very, very good seasons to it lasting another 5 terrible ones? In 2007, Butch would make an announcement that Fairly Odd Parents would be back. And of course, they didn't tell us what was the reason that would be brought back, but he announced that it would be brought back for 20 more episodes. But if I was to speculate, this is only speculation, but if I was to guess, I would think it's because they wanted that bread. They saw value in Fairly Odd Parents, so they brought it back. This is also where I started losing interest in the show. I'm not gonna lie to you. After Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, I can't name you 10 episodes. I'm not gonna lie to you. You probably can because you grew up in that era, so I'm not gonna blame you if you are still watching it. But I cannot name you 5 episodes. I said 10. I can't name you 5. But I want y'all to be honest with me. Can you name me an episode past season 5 or 6 that you would point to and be like, this is a very memorable episode? Past Poof being introduced, I'm not sure what season he was introduced, but besides Poof being introduced or introducing any other character, can you name me a memorable episode? Like, they added Poof, they added a dog. The dog was named Sparky. They added him. And then one episode, Sparky was just gone. They didn't tell us where he went. They didn't tell us what happened to him. Sparky was just gone. So that's how the later seasons went. They would just randomly do stuff and then not tell us why they did it. And it was just done. Like, along with Sparky disappearing, all Timmy's friends basically disappeared. Chester and AJ were just gone. Nobody told us where they went. They didn't move out of town. They were just gone. They ain't say, hey, yo, AJ went to college, or Chester, got a new trailer park somewhere. They were just gone. But I did all this building up to talk about this, so we gonna talk about season 10. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Season 6, 7, 8, 9, I could live with those. Were they all the best? No. But they were all leaps and bounds over season 10. But let's start at my first gripe, right? Number 1, Timmy had to share his fairies. Timmy had to share Cosmo and Wanda because apparently there was a fairy shortage. And honestly, that probably could have been a decent idea if they executed it right. But no, Timmy had to share his fairies with Chloe. Like, if Timmy was sharing his fairies with somebody that went through the same thing that he went through, I'd understand. But from what I know of Chloe, she wasn't going through any of that. For one, she didn't have a Vicky. That's first of all. Second of all, she wasn't getting bullied at school, at least from my understanding. I never saw the girl getting bullied. And 3, maybe her parents were absentee. Maybe you could give her that one. I'm not sure. I don't really remember the girl parents through any of the episodes, but they might have been absentee. I'll give that a might. Do you know the hell that Timmy had to go through to get those damn fairies? And you're gonna sit here and tell me that Chloe deserves the fairies that Timmy has? No, sir. Get out of here with that. But that's not even my biggest gripe with the season. Yeah, Timmy should have had his fairies by himself, and yeah, Chloe wasn't that good. But man, they changed the theme song. Yeah, the theme song that you remember wasn't the theme song in season 10 anymore. I can't even recite the theme song that they used in season 10 because I heard it once and I refuse to sit through it anymore. But to get back on the point of the video, how Nickelodeon ruined the FairlyOddParents. It is clear the decline that the second half of the FairlyOddParents took from the first half of the FairlyOddParents. And what caused that decline? I couldn't really tell you. I just feel like the FairlyOddParents lost their identity. And along with it losing its identity, I just feel like it ran too long. Like, me, myself, I prefer a show that it may only last 3 seasons or 4 seasons, but it's good all the way through, over a show that I feel like overstayed their welcome in last 10, 11, 12 seasons. Like, I understand that people might point at SpongeBob and be like, well, they're lasting, 13 seasons now? Well, yes, SpongeBob has dropped in quality, but if you actually watch some of the episodes, they are still pretty good. The comedy and overall goofiness that SpongeBob has possessed throughout its run is still pretty present. And I don't think I could say that about the FairlyOddParents. If you look at the first episode of season 5 and the first episode of season 10, you would think you're watching 2 completely different shows if you didn't see a kid with buck teeth and a pink cat. But despite the complaining that I've done the whole video, I do still believe FairlyOddParents is one of the best cartoons of all time. And I understand, if you have a show that works, you don't want to get rid of it. but you have to understand when it's time to let something go. But alright guys, my rant is over. How do you guys feel about the Fairly Odd Parents? Do you believe that it's still one of the best cartoons of all time? Or do you believe that it got oversaturated and basically ruined towards the end? Hey, you could be in the camp that believe both happened, but I would love to know your opinions in the comments, so let me know. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I hope you really enjoyed the video. If so, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff that all the other YouTubers tell you to do. And hey, I'll see you in the next video.